Oh, boxing IQ. He's a very good fighter. He's stronger. He is very compact. He is like a bull, you know. He's a smart guy.
Well, but Gennady Golovkin responds, and this is what he had to say, quote, he says, Terence Crawford won't have a problem with Canelo's power because he doesn't have any power.
Bud could possibly be the end for him because Bud has what it takes. I'm not saying Bud will win, but I'm just saying he has what it takes. He's not afraid of Canelo.
Gennady Golovkin has surprised fans with his bold outlook on the Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford super fight. He predicts Crawford won't be fazed by Canelo's punching strength, arguing that the Mexican star is not the knockout artist. Many believe him to be, having shared the ring with Canelo 3 separate times. Golovkin insists the champion has not evolved much. Instead, he praises Crawford's versatility, power, and adaptability, stressing that each opponent requires calculated preparation to be conquered.
No, this is boxing. This is more interesting.
Gennady, let me ask you this. You were there ringside. You saw Canelo. Yeah. Did he look better than what he did in the second fight with you? Does he look like he's improving and getting better?
Marcos, I told you just, every opponent gives you different. Every fight is different. Two fights I had, 2 fights with him. First fight and second fight is different. So you think I don't feel like more power, more speed. No, he stayed the same.
Interestingly, Golovkin distances himself from his former trainer's claim that Crawford stands no chance against Canelo. He doesn't dismiss Alvarez's abilities, but acknowledges that Crawford's sharp technical edge and ring IQ could create genuine problems. This makes the fight more balanced and less predictable than many critics have suggested.
Golovkin weighs in as everybody's trying to gauge how this fight is going to play out. They anticipate this fight. They want to know how this fight is going to play out. And Gennady Golovkin gives his 2 cents. As his trainer, Abel has been on social media doing multiple interviews and stating that Terence Crawford is simply too small and he's going to lose, right? And Gennady Golovkin, as Abel Sanchez is saying, that he's going to get knocked out, right? Because it's too much power. Well, but Gennady Golovkin responds, and this is what he had to say, quote, he says, Terence Crawford won't have a problem with Canelo's power because he doesn't have any power. He said, I fought Canelo at 160 and at 68, and I could say he has fast punches, he has fast combinations, but I wouldn't say there were a lot of power there, or power punches, or knockout punches. You saw that. You saw this clean shots that I took and he brought, and there were no results, end quote. So Gennady Golovkin is saying he hit me with clean shots. You saw him hit me with clean shots, and the results was I didn't go anywhere. Now, I know people will say, well, Gennady Golovkin is naturally bigger than Canelo.
Their trilogy remains one of boxing's most talked about rivalries, which makes Golovkin's skepticism of Canelo's power even more notable. Enduring Canelo's heaviest shots across 3 grueling encounters gives him unique credibility. When he says Crawford has the attributes to withstand Canelo's offense, the boxing world pays attention. His words spark debates that question how much of Canelo's image as a destructive puncher is built on performance versus marketing.
Sanchez, who's been very critical as of lately and said that Canelo will just play with Terence Crawford and by the second half, it'll just be like a sparring session. Sanchez said that Canelo will not only dictate the pace throughout the evening, if Triple G himself couldn't even hurt Canelo, then Crawford's chances are definitely not that great. Sanchez said, quote, Crawford is a great fighter, but that's why weight divisions exist. Neither Bivol could hurt him, nor could my fighter in 2 fights. Triple G's former trainer has also repeatedly emphasized that Crawford should have moved up in weight class a long time ago, and that his jump should have been more gradual and steady, and suggested that skipping divisions will definitely play a role in him potentially losing badly to Canelo Alvarez.
Reports from training camp only add fuel to the fire. According to Showbiz, the adult, Canelo has been cautious during sparring with Jaron Boots Ennis, holding back to avoid unnecessary risks. While this approach could be viewed as smart, rumors claim he was even floored in the third round and had issues with Boots' speed and power, though unverified. The stories gripped fans and pundits alike. If true, it raises doubts about Canelo's sharpness. For Crawford, a master of capitalizing on flaws, such vulnerabilities could tilt the fight in his favor.
Boxing Doctor News. Hey boxing fans, remember the epic Golovkin-Canelo trilogy? Well, get this. GGG once spilled the tea on Canelo's punching power, and it's not what you'd expect. Picture this. 2 legends, 3 fights, and a whole lot of controversy. GGG said Canelo's punches were fast, but not knockout material. Can you believe it? He claimed those clean shots brought no result. Now, fast forward to today. GGG's been out of the ring since their last bout, but rumors are swirling about a comeback. Meanwhile, Canelo's gearing up for a massive showdown with Terence Crawford. The big question is, will Canelo prove GGG wrong and land that knockout punch? It's been a while since his last stoppage. The boxing world is buzzing, and we can't wait to see what happens next.
Trainer Greg Hackett views the matchup as more than just a contest. It could symbolize a shift in boxing's hierarchy. He notes that Canelo was once the sport's pound-for-pound king, but every reign has an end. Hackett believes Crawford has the skill set, focus, and ambition to signal the decline of Alvarez's dominance. To him, this fight represents legacy and the natural cycle of change.